Hello, everyone. A very good morning to all of you. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where or when you're watching us. In Fiji on Saturdays, we come with a meditation on the book Our Bread for 365 days every day, usually in the Empowering Word at 9. But on Saturdays and Sundays, when time allows us to, we come as early as possible. So without further ado, let us go to the meditation for today. Today is day 302 of 2022. And the title of our meditation is, That's What Patience is About. Let us understand why the title is such. We open quote to the book of James chapter 5 verse 11. Indeed, we count them blessed who endure. You have heard of the perseverance of Job and seen the end intended by the Lord, that the Lord is very compassionate and merciful. Job's patience had nothing to do with tolerating suffering, disease, and misfortune. Job's patience was about, listen to this, Job's patience was about his unwavering trust in God. Job was not resigned to his situation. He went through terrible situations, suffering, pain, physical pain, and misfortunes, the loss of his businesses and the loss of his own children. He heard negative words from his friends who tried to convince him that he was going through all of that because God was punishing him. But Job didn't accept it. He wanted an answer. He was a man of revolt and would not give up. His friends tried to convince him to accept that his suffering was because he had committed many sins. On the other hand, Job, being aware that the devil was causing all that evil, wanted to go before God to understand the reason for so much suffering. He wanted to find God and fix his situation. He trusted that he'd get an answer. Opening quote to Job 23 verse 6. Would be content with me, or would he contend with me in his great power? No, but he would take note of me. His religious friends wanted him to be resigned to the situation. They judged and condemned him instead of helping him. In fact, his friends' religiosity would have destroyed Job had he not stood firm and instead fast in his trust in God. Had he not been angry about the situation he was facing. Because of his perseverance, he finally had an encounter with God and began to know him. Through his faith, he also began to truly know his or God's mercy and compassion. Opening quote to Job 42 verse 12. Now the Lord blessed the latter days of Job more than his beginning. Highlight for today: remain steadfast in your trust to achieve God's best. All of us have friends like Job one day had. Friends who want, friends or associates or people we care for, who point out our flaws, point out our misconduct as a reason for punishment. But imagine if God was to punish me for all my misconduct. I'm not talking about sins. I'm talking about my humanity, my mistakes. Imagine if God was to punish me or punish you. Would you be able to resist such a punishment? Of course not. I would not be able to resist such punishment because of his great power. As Job said on chapter 23 verse 6, would he contend with me in his great power? No, but he would take note of me. So in times of despair, times of hardship, instead of us turning ourselves against God, well, we turn ourselves to Him. Our help comes from Him and from Him alone. All right, friends. May God bless you greatly. May God bless you abundantly. Have yourself a good day. And remember the highlight for today. The highlight is here right now. Remain steadfast in your trust to achieve God's best. So no matter what happens, don't lose your faith because of other people. God bless you. Bye-bye.